Ellen Elmes.
And I'm Don Elmes. And we'd like to invite you to come to the Payne Gallery at the Bluefield Arts Center sometime during the month of October to see an exhibit of our artwork, my wife's watercolors and my photography. It's in the Payne Gallery. The hours of the Payne Gallery are from 11 to 2 on weekdays, and there will be a reception on October the 5th at 7 p.m.
We're excited about doing this exhibition. It includes 67 pieces of our work that have been done over a 50-year span. We have been residents of this area, living up on Jewell Ridge for about 50 years, and we have found inspiration from the natural beauty, both through Don's photography and in my watercolor paintings, but we've also been here long enough that we've become part of community life in the region and have used our artwork to reflect on different issues and experiences of the area, and the name of our show is Gravity and Grace, Visual Reflections on Human and Mother Nature. So we have divided the show up into different clusters of our work that reflect on various themes, ranging from the beauty of the mountains and the natural environment to reflecting on family influences, on some of the social justice issues that we have utilized our art to raise awareness about. And so there'll be a wide variety of work. Don can tell you a little more about his photography works.
One of the things I like to focus on in my photography are things that are ethereal, or things that last just moments. And I found one of the areas that's interesting in that regard is water. Water both as a liquid, as a solid, as frost. One of the photographs in the show is I took some years ago at a pond in West Virginia that had frozen over, and there was a crack in the ice, and the crack looked just like a tree, and stuck in the ice right next to the crack were several leaves, and it just struck me as a perfect representation of the last leaves of autumn.
Both of us have works in this show that came out of the couple of years of COVID that all of us experienced, being more sequestered at home and not being able to be in community as much with friends and neighbors. And for us, that had some positive aspects where we did more walking on the mountain, more observing of nature and the seasons we went through. So those are themes in our paintings and photos, but also I did one painting that particularly reflected on what was happening in our country during COVID, and it shows the upper part of the painting being green and representing life going forward during the COVID years for people who had income still or were able to work at home to carry on with not too great of a life change. And it's focused on a tree whose roots go down through the middle of the painting. And in the middle of that tree are the healthcare workers and their constant commitment to saving people's lives and long hours at the hospitals. And then down in the roots in this painting are shadowy figures that represent the people we had forgotten about, who are the daily workers in service workers in restaurants and people cleaning buildings and making the world go forward in comfortable ways for all of us. And so part of this show consists of paintings like that one, where both Don and I have reflected on aspects of living in different periods of our lives.
As part of the show, I have 5 photo collages that are focused on different places that we have visited over the years, photographs I've taken of those places that are important to our history as places where terrorism has taken place. There's international terrorism, there's domestic terrorism, there's mob terrorism, but these collages are meant to be a representation of the fact that these things occurred and how the communities in these different places have come together to memorialize the lives that were lost in these terrible events.
But then we have upbeat things as well that are of celebrations and the spirit of human nature carrying on. So we would really love to have you come by, especially for the opening reception on October 5th, and join us there where we can talk directly with you, or if you can't, to come by the gallery during the month of October.
We certainly will appreciate you all coming, and if you can share your thoughts with us as well, that would be wonderful.